GameStop icon RoaringKitty has returned after years, and the GME stock is pumping like crazy along with meme coins. Is another Memecoin Mania cycle coming similar to the likes of 2021? This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody, and if you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop the latest content. Follow us on Twitter, AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, do not financial advice, and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. Today's YouTube news is sponsored by Morpheus Labs. Morpheus Labs offers multi-chain, low-code solutions for Web2 firms to enter Web3 markets. They provide you with a smooth and efficient way to get your Web3 presence. This comes with a full suite of tools that offer blockchain as a service, ready to use and easy to deploy. Web2 firms can now easily transition from the ground up into a fully functioning Web3 project, including Morpheus AI-powered automation and smart contracts. The best place to buy their Mine token is on KuCoin or Mexi, and for more information, just follow their Twitter with a link down below. Bitcoin threatened to give back early week gains on May 14th as volatility increased into the macro data reports. Bitcoin had managed as high as 63,450 the day prior, a level at which shorts face clear danger. The bulls ultimately failed to find momentum, and at the time of writing, a hefty chunk of equity had been taken to the downside. Material indicators noted that bids were strengthening at 60,000 and 65,000 in advance of economic reports from the United States. These would take the form of the Producer Price Index, or PPI, print on the day, along with commentary from Jerome Powell, chair of the Federal Reserve. Considering the potential impact of the PPI numbers, financial commentator TED Talks Macro revealed an unusual setup for this week. He noted that PPI would come before the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, readout for April, presenting a rare scenario for traders that doesn't account for the wildcard misses in the data itself. PPI plus CPI data has a very strong correlation, PPI leading the way for CPI numbers historically. Thus, expect the market to react more significantly than usual on any miss on expectations. Data from CME Group's FedWatch tool underscores the need for serious surprises in order to shift market expectations of an interest rate cut from the Fed coming any sooner than September. The odds of a 25 basis point cut at the June FOMC meeting stood at just 3.5% at the time of writing, with 24.6% for the July meeting. Tether CEO Paolo Arredino has slammed Ripple chief executive Brad Garlinghouse for spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt about USDT, its largest stablecoin offering. In a Monday tweet, Paolo outlined Tether's efforts to sustain a global financial ecosystem while maintaining regulatory compliance by working with law enforcement agencies and combat criminals. This came after a recent interview Garlinghouse had where he said this:
FTX and Binance were the two most important, most influential, and probably SBF and CZ were the two most important players in crypto. Now you've got one definitively in jail, one, I guess, potentially headed to jail. And, you know, I bring this up in context of black swans is like, it's hard to know. But on the positive, think about the freaking resilience of this industry and market that 2 years ago, somebody who I thought I knew a lot about what's going on in crypto, I would have said these are the two most important companies. The CEOs of the two most important companies now either are in jail or I think headed there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in some ways, I mean, the CZ stuff I'm less close to, and so I don't know as many details. But look, the resilience of the market, that should give us immense optimism.
Yes.
About what's coming. Do I think there's gonna be another black swan? Of course, 100%. I just don't know exactly what it is. The only one that's gonna be an interesting one to watch, and I don't even know how he calls a black swan, because I feel like black swan by definition can't really be, it's like predicted. Oh, didn't see that happening.
Yeah.
The US government is going after Tether. That is clear to me. I view Tether as a very important part of the ecosystem, and I don't know how to predict
the impact that will have on.
Paolo responded saying USDT is the most used stablecoin in the world, with hundreds of millions of users across primarily emerging markets and developing countries. Entire communities across these regions are unbanked, left behind by the traditional banking system because they're too poor to be of interest, and are using USDT daily as their checking and savings account. At Tether, we believe that our main mission is to ensure that our entire community can benefit from a safe global financial ecosystem. There are, in fact, different crucial requirements that stablecoins need to fulfill in order to become widely adopted. USDT proved over time to have strong price stability, high liquid reserves, top-tier custodians, and profound compliance. He then goes on to list a bunch of ways that Tether works with law enforcement, to which Brad responded by saying, "I wasn't attacking Tether." The next words out of my mouth during the podcast or that I view Tether as a hugely important part of the ecosystem. My point was that the US government has clearly indicated they want more control over USD-backed stablecoin issuers, and thus Tether, as the largest player, is in their line of sight. Our partners at Creta World have just partnered with the One Humanity Foundation event to support mental health awareness. Creta is a Web3 entertainment company focused on developing and publishing games with sustainable blockchain economies. Creta provides a range of games. This includes new versions of popular franchises and unique multiverse worlds where players can explore and socialize. It also has a Creta marketplace where users can find NFT assets based on famous IPs or create their own. The highlight of Creta is its intuitive game creation engine. With just a few clicks, users can design their own games. In addition, users can leverage smart contracts to license their creations, monetize in-game items as NFTs, and deploy games on the Creta platform for others to enjoy. They recently shared on X, Creta was privileged to participate in the One Humanity Foundation event focused on raising awareness about mental health. During this event, aimed at dismantling societal stigmas related to mental health and highlighting its significance, Creta played a pivotal role in spreading this crucial message through expert discussions and the involvement of prominent personalities. Recognizing the essential role mental health plays in the overall well-being and happiness, Creta remains dedicated to actively supporting such impactful initiatives, contributing to the creation of a more compassionate society. Check out Creta World with a link down below. The sudden and unexpected return of Keith Gill, aka RoaringKitty, the man widely credited with kicking off the 2021 GameStop short squeeze, has speculators asking one question: are we in for GameStop 2.0? Gill was at the center of the GameStop saga during the COVID-19 pandemic, which saw Reddit traders flip the table on hedge funds that had been making money shorting what they believed to be a failed brick-and-mortar game store, which ended up sending the price of GameStop soaring over 1,000% in under a month. In 2019, RoaringKitty began to post the view that GameStop was undervalued and purchased $53,000 worth of the stock. As he continued to post about GameStop, more and more people joined him, causing the stock price to rise rapidly. His stock value turned to $48 million in January of 2021. In June of 2021, RoaringKitty posted a video about a kitten falling asleep on Twitter and then largely disappeared from social media. That is until yesterday, May 13th, he suddenly posted a picture on X of a video gamer leaning forward on their chair. While RoaringKitty led retail investors to drive GameStop's price to soar in 2021, it also brought about the Memecoin season, driving meme coins like Doge to skyrocket. However, in several of RoaringKitty's latest videos, he mentioned the dog days are over, the dog days are gone, and that cats also appeared in the videos. This could mean that the upcoming meme season will be cat-themed. Since RoaringKitty came back yesterday, the stock surged over 100% in a day from $18 to $38 before consolidating around $30 for the day. But GME has once again jumped over 100% today to over $60 at the time of writing. In the 24 hours following Gill's return to X, Doge and Sheep gained 6.2% and 5.4% respectively. And now, crypto enthusiasts are pinning their hopes that Gill's return will spark a similar breed of retail mania. However, eToro market analyst Josh Gilbert says that it probably won't be that easy this time around. He said, "I think it will certainly ignite some short-term moves from these assets, but it's hard to see any longevity." Additionally, Gilbert noted that the outstanding shorts on assets like GameStop were much smaller compared to 2021, meaning that the size of the move to the upside would likely be smaller as well. The environment is just not comparable to 2021, when interest rates were at rock bottom, governments were providing fiscal stimulus globally, and major economies had little to no inflation. We now have 5.5% interest rates in the United States, and there's a global cost of living crisis going on. Simply, consumers are unlikely to be in the same position as they were in 2021, and that's a huge impact on financial decisions. Gilbert said that among many other factors, more investors are now clued in to how speculative rallies end up and are more likely to exercise a much higher degree of caution. That said, the 14.5 million users on Wall Street Bets have shown in the last few years that anything is possible.